met Andy before?
I don't know that I have. You look familiar.
I was in a group called For Him.
Okay. Yeah, all right. That's why you look familiar, probably.
Yeah,
So,
on the faces.
GMA's path.
Yeah. We actually have one of your former LDs. I'm on staff at the church.
Okay.
In Tulsa.
Oh, yeah, Daniel.
Daniel's
great, man.
Awesome.
Yeah. For years, our current sound lighting guy, Taylor, who Daniel introduced us to when he was like, I'm going to settle down a little bit. I kept calling him Daniel. Like, it was just one of those things where, hey, Taylor, I'm sorry. But yeah.
Daniel's great. He revolutionized what we do.
Oh, he's so great, man.
His Easter stuff was awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. Tell him I say hi. Give him a big kiss on the lips for me.
Okay, well, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Well, my first introduction to Switchfoot was not from a contemporary Christian perspective. I was PD in an active rock station.
All right.
When Meant to Live came out.
Yeah.
And loved the song, was thrilled that we were able to play that type of song on an active rock format.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that more, even in this format, a positive message sticking out between Godsmack and Metallica.
Right.
Was, for me, it was like, hey, this is cool. This is great. So I appreciate that, number one.
Well, thanks, man. Yeah, we played our fair share of the heavier shows I could imagine ever playing.
Mm-hmm.
We opened for Godsmack, or not Godsmack, what was it? We pretty much opened for everyone at some point. And some of those shows were the scarier moments, where you're like, wow, these guys are really tough, and I'm just a scrawny white dude up here with no tattoos. Hope you like the song.
How was that, being in that environment for you guys? I mean, it's not like you'd gone off to, the Amazon or something, but, I mean, I'm sure it's a little different.
Yeah, I mean, I think one thing that I think we have done we've done a lot of great things as a church over the years. I feel like, not to knock the church, but I think that one thing that we've done really poorly in the recent past is we have drawn divisions, and we have come up with a God who doesn't exist everywhere. We've come up with this world of secular, and show me a place where God does not exist, and then you can point out to me the world where there exist people that He doesn't care about. There exists, I mean, for me, I look at the world and I say He cares about everyone, and for us to be out there playing those songs of hope for people is no different than playing in a church. It's a bunch of hurting people that need to be redeemed by this generous, gracious God of forgiveness.
It's a mission field.
Yeah, and so I've never had the distinction of we, they.
Right.
It becomes more of like, no, let's bring this message everywhere.
It's great. I mean, I'm with you 100%.
Yeah. So yeah, I think for us it was more just a matter of logistics. Trying to. I think we had people throwing rocks at us every now and then. People wouldn't understand us from either side, and it's not the type of thing you can explain in 10 seconds on the radio.
Right.
But at the same time, we're honored to be wherever God wanted us to be.
I think it would take an extraordinary faith and strength of faith to go into that arena and still come out who you are with your beliefs and holding on to what you believe in going into it. Because I know with For Him, we never really ventured out of the church scene, out of the Christian. There was no call in the secular market for the music that we did, and I always wondered if we were thrown into the secular environment, would we stand up? And that was always a question, that I'd love to see answered by guys like you that can go in with strong faith and come out with strong faith.
Yeah, I think ultimately we're all tried by different fires, and I think that the mistake is to think that somehow the church would be a safe place. Ultimately, just as I believe in a God who's everywhere, I also believe that the enemy is working, trying to basically take the power out of what we're doing as the body of Christ. So if he can cause us to think that we're safe, it can be a dangerous position. So maybe, avarice and pride and gluttony and all these things still exist in the church, and then suddenly it's like, wow, I have to be in active relationship with this God all the time, So maybe, I don't know, I think we're all just called to different places,
Yeah.
for sure.
Where has your inspiration come for songs like Meant to Live, Dare You to Move, This Is Your Life? I mean, is it, do you find it more on life experiences or looking at other folks and getting an impression from them? I'm always fascinated on where the creativity starts when you're writing a song.
For me, it's always a very personal thing. Meant to Live is written in the third person, but in my head, I'm always singing about myself. Dare You to Move, all those songs, Awakening, they're all songs of kind of, I guess, wrestling with the tension in my own life. I think I'm very aware of who I am and who I want to be, and the tension between those keeps me writing music.
Is it therapeutic?
It is, but it's not. I think that's a byproduct. I don't think I do it as that being the ends. When I'm writing a song, I'm always trying to stop time or make something explode or make somebody cry or something that's beyond the song. And I think the moment you're just writing a song just for the song's sake, it's like swinging a baseball bat. You're not trying to just hit the ball. You're trying to connect and push it somewhere. And you're pushing through the ball, and the song becomes the vehicle to get somewhere else.
That's great. Thank you.
Obviously, you're a baseball fan.
I like baseball.
To draw the analogy.
Yeah.
That was
Padres fan?
I am.
Yeah.
I am. And, it's funny because our bus has several allegiances. I am a Sox fan and a Padres fan. And there's a Yankees fan and a Dodgers fan. And, yeah, it's just funny. At the end of the night, after we play, we all go back and whoever wins, you're so you rub it in good and you take it every now and then,
Great. Well, we appreciate you talking to us. Congratulations on your nomination.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Were you expecting it?
Absolutely not. I've never really considered myself a vocalist.
Oh, you are.
Or a vocalman.
You are. I mean, you're very expressive. That's one of the things I like about your voice. You're expressive.
The biggest compliment I ever got was back in high school. My friend, he's like, you sing like John Coltrane would if he were singing. And I thought that's amazing because I always thought that he's one of the most expressive instrumentalists ever. You feel what he's saying, and so if I could do that with my voice, then that's what I'm going for.
Well, and you're in that club where when you hear your voice, you know who it is. You don't sound like anybody else. It's not like when you hear Switchfoot, you go, well, they sound like so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so. You sound like Switchfoot.
It's because I can't imitate anyone. I was in a Zeppelin cover band when I was a kid, and then my voice changed.
Oh,
It's been downhill since then.
Well, you can have great music, you can have a great band, you can have great opportunities, but if you don't have a great voice to pull it off, to me that's what always sells